My name is Jessica Pietrafessa. I am the director at Discovery Years Child Learning Center. I've been working there since we opened in January, and a little bit before that, getting everything done. Previously, I was in school at South Carolina, at Coastal Carolina University, and prior to that, I've been working with students and children since I was 15 years old. Discovery Years just opened January of 2020. We've actually been in the process of building the school for a little bit now because it took some time. We wanted to make sure that it was this top of the line, state of the art school. We wanted to make sure we had, the all organic, natural elements that, a lot of schools around here don't have. So we take children from 6 weeks all the way up until 12 years old. And actually, because of COVID, we've opened a new program for virtual learners. So essentially, those that are in school that are doing this hybrid model will actually be able to attend our school. They bring their laptops, they bring their headphones, and they actually attend their school at our school. So we do have that program as well. And then we offer, like I said, 6 weeks up to school age, so before and after school. And then we have, enrichment programs that we do that are included in your tuition. We have our camera access that is, free with the tuition as well. And then we have our app that we use. It's called Kid Reports. So essentially, this is us taking pictures throughout the day, letting the parents know, what their child's doing throughout the day, and it's all on a live feed. So they're getting this throughout the day, which is very comforting in, the world right now. Sure. Discovery Years is actually doing a lot of different enrichment programs, different learning styles. So we offer enrichment programs from 6 weeks all the way up until our school age students. So for the little guys, we're doing sensory. We're doing banging, twanging, and shaking. They enjoy that one a lot. And then we're doing, for our older ones, we have a Fun to Be Fit, so our fitness class, which goes on in our gymnasium. We have our music around the world, or our cultures around the world, and our passports to learning. So those two kind of correspond. So essentially the students will be learning about a different area of the world as well as the music from that area. And then we also have our STEAM room, which a lot of people are like, oh, a STEAM room? What do kids do in a STEAM room? But it's actually science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So we have a whole room designated to just those categories. And basically it's like a 6-week program where they'll go in and maybe they'll be learning about a different inventor, or maybe they'll be learning about a scientist. So there's a lot of hands-on going on in that classroom. We also have a cafeteria. So the kids are utilizing different rooms throughout the building, so they're not just sitting in the same classroom all day long. So another program we offer that the kids really enjoy, her name is Maisie. It's this, big giant mouse that comes to the school once a month at the end of the month, and she likes to read with the kids and she gets to interact with them, and they just love it. And it kind of encourages our students to, really want to read and learn how to read and all that fun stuff. And then another thing that we are pretty proud of is we do a balance of free play, but then we also have our own curriculum that we have actually come up with. So all of our lesson plans are aligned with the New Jersey preschool standards, the New Jersey kindergarten standards, and the New Jersey birth to 3 standards. So all of our teachers are trained in those areas. And essentially when they're lesson planning, they're picking a standard that they want to hit, or they want their students to hit, and they're altering whatever it is that they're doing to hit that standard. So we know and we can keep track of the child's development a lot better. Our kindergarten program uses handwriting without tears. So that is actually our kindergarten program and our preschool and pre-K program kind of introduces it a little bit. So that's essentially what the public schools use as well. So we kind of keep those aligned so that they're getting, the introduction to it, and they're getting their feet wet in handwriting, pencil grip, holding it the right way from, let's say, my classroom where they're 3 years old, where they're learning how to write, put the pieces together to build a letter, which will then encourage them to start reading words and writing words and whatnot. Believe it or not, Discovery Years has actually been doing a lot of the COVID procedures you see now at other schools for a while. Since we opened in January, we actually offer curbside pickup because we have a giant pavilion that, rain or shine, the parents can, bring their kids in. We don't have to worry about, the weather. So we do have that. We also are a shoe-free facility. So essentially what that means is we offer a complimentary pair of sneakers. They're called play shoes with their registration fee. And what happens is once we do all the COVID procedures that everyone else is doing, so the temperature checks, the masks, the state mandatory questions, the students will come into the center and actually change their shoes into these school shoes that will only be worn at school, so that the dirt and the oils and the grime aren't coming into our school. And not only that, we have the hypoallergenic goat fur rugs. All of the furnishings are natural wood, including the playground as well. So I think, Sandra, the owner of the school, had a lot of, eco-friendly, healthy approach to everything, including no-touch hand dryers, no-touch toilets, lights. So a lot of things that a lot of centers don't necessarily have yet, we've already started implementing. One last thing that we feel that the public should really know about our center is that we have 3 different air filtration systems. So what that means is one side of our building where all our little guys are has a different air filtration system than the other side where our older kids are. And then that actually has a different than the front lobby. So none of the air that they're breathing is going to the air on the other side. Plainsboro is an up-and-coming, town where we have a lot of development everywhere, and essentially we actually have, since we're on the hospital's campus, you can see all the development coming up, and we felt that that was a really great opportunity, for the hospital staff to be involved at our center, and then the community as well. We actually have a upcoming event. It's our Family Fall Festival, so we'll be having essentially a pumpkin patch where the kids can come pick pumpkins. We'll have arts and crafts, a bounce house, some treats and whatnot, and then we'll also offer tours up to those that would like to see our facility. We are taking the appropriate COVID-19 precautions. Everything's going to be 6 feet apart. Everything's going to be wiped down in between usage, and a lot of things that we're doing are actually individualized. So the arts and crafts are individually packaged. The treats and the goodies are all individually packaged. So everything is, up to the CDC guidelines. That event will be taking place on October 24th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.